Hello, all you beautiful people of the interwebs. Sorry, that was corny. We are here for another tour. We are at Tenpines Bluff, which for some reason for the longest time I kept thinking it was Tenpennies Bluff. But no, just like in Back to the Future, it's Tenpines Bluff, just like the Twin Pines Mall. So at this location, since we are way up on a cliff, I decided to build a castle. I know I've put castles in a lot of my videos before, but this one is actually like a medieval type castle. I went nuts with it, and so let's go ahead and take a tour. Now you're going to notice that I am in the workshop menu, and that's for a very good reason. One of the things I wanted to do with this build was to put a moat. That was actually my wife's idea. And I do have a mod that allows me to add water, but with this location I don't have a big enough space of flat land in order to spawn the water to put it in like I wanted to. So I'm in the workshop menu so that I can actually show you what the water would have looked like had I been able to put it in place. So here's the actual castle that I built. Let's get all the textures to pop in, as we apparently are under attack at this moment. Shouldn't be a problem though, I got turrets everywhere. So anyway, this is the castle here. Multi-levels, got a couple of guards out front here, and as you can see, I have a section here where the moat should have gone, including the drawbridge. So let me go ahead and bring some water in, and there you go. Now you can actually see what this should have looked like. I would have had water going around the entire castle. I even built a little section here with a grate to allow the water to pass through. You can see here's the grate here, kind of like almost like a sewer in a sense. But this water would have gone all through this section. That's why I built these little houses up on piers, I guess, or whatever you want to call them. But that's basically what it was really supposed to look like. There's a bunch of different water textures in here, all different types of colors and flows and so on and so forth. But this would have gone all the way around and really added to the whole, I don't know, ambiance of the build, I guess. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work. Like I said, I just had no large enough plot of flat land to make it work. But at least you can kind of sort of see what it would have looked like with all the water in place. So, having said that, let's go ahead and exit the menu and move on with the tour. So down here, where the poor folk live, just threw in a bunch of houses. Nothing special really with any of them. Little bit of themes in one or two of them, but for the most part, just kind of basic living. Let's see, in this house, if he's here. Nope. Bethesda glitched on me again. There is supposed to be a Gen 1 synth in here. He's hiding out in here with a little weapons cache, and we have no idea what his little plot is. But he usually ends up falling through the floor and ends up down here somewhere. But anyway, moving along. This guy here was a fisherman. And I think in one of them I even put a Nuka-Cola addict in here. There we go. This guy is just obsessed with all things Nuka-Cola. And I've used this mod in my previous video. These are auto-closing doors. As you know, all the NPCs love to just walk through doors and they never close them behind them. So here again is the castle. Let's go ahead and take a tour. We got a couple guards out here. Let's go inside the main doors. Now these ones are not auto-closed, so they're just going to stay open for this entire time. But in here we have the main hall, or the throne room, however you want to call it. I put a lot of work into this one to make it look as close to an actual medieval castle as possible, with actual functional fireplaces here. You know, when I say functional, I mean like they actually have chimneys that go up and out. That was a little fun idea that came to me one night. And over here we have the round table, including swords. We have one of those on each side. And power armor. There's random power armor to, I guess, kind of sort of simulate suits of armor all around this place. A couple more guards in here. These are just actual statues. This comes from a mod. You can't interact with them. They do not move. They are essentially just statues. So let's go ahead and go upstairs. I do fall downstairs a lot, so let's see if I can make it up here without falling down. Alright, we're moving along. So in here we have a bedroom. And again, a fireplace that I was working on but never finished. I couldn't get the design right without it messing up the view of the other windows. So I just kind of left that one open. No big deal. It is what it is. Bathroom in that little corner there. And if I can get my character to walk right, there we go. And over here we have the bar and lounge. Now these are actual shelves. This is another mod that allows you to place fully stocked shelves, and in this case this is all kitchen and bar stuff, including that down there, which was really cool. It saved me a lot of time of trying to find all these things and put them all in here, so I just kind of throw these in here and they fill in quite nicely. Over here we have a little seating section with red lights. If you know what that's all about, you know what that's all about. If you don't, well, maybe in a few years when you grow up. So here we have another basic bedroom. Nothing special here. And there's the other side of the stairwell. And let's go ahead and move on to the next level. And over here, another bedroom. This again is another mod that allows me to have fully stocked bookshelves. In this case, this one's got books, and this one's got some children's toys. A little radio over there in the corner. And over here we have a sitting lounge, sunroom, whatever you want to call it. This is a nice quiet room with a view and a nice cozy fireplace. This one has an actual correct chimney. But this one I decided I wanted to do a nice little, almost 360 degree view. But nice little quiet place to just sit on the couch and relax and maybe read a book. And now we're on to the next floor. And what castle will be complete without a mad scientist lab? This one's a little more futuristic, of course, because we are in the future. And that little guy seems to be glitching. That's interesting. So anyway, got some terminals in here, robotics stuff, so on and so forth. Yeah, just had to have a nice little scientist lab. Sorry, that's really throwing me off the way that thing's twitching like that. That's really crazy. Moving along. Back staircase here. There's the view out the back, so you can see for miles and miles and miles. And another set of power armor. And on to the next floor. Now this one was a lot of fun. This was actually kind of aggravating the first time I tried to build this. As you can see, this is the castle library. I put in a bunch of shelves and was going to try to put in books myself, but the books wouldn't go in correctly. So I started doing research, and that's when I found this mod with the fully stocked bookshelves. Love it. My only downfall for it, thing that I don't really care for, is the fact that for these short ones, they only put in one. And each one has the globe on it, so you can see it just kind of repeats over and over again. But with the large ones, they at least offered two different types, so you can kind of alternate it to make it not look so repetitive. And now we're going to climb the tower. I decided not to put anything in these tower levels except for power suit armor. Didn't really see any purpose of really overflowing this whole place with a whole bunch of stuff. But here we are at the top of the tower. We have a nice little private bedroom. This does offer a 360 degree view, so you can see way out in all directions, including the top of the castle there. Nice little cozy bed, desk, and some dressers. And let's see, there we go. Now you can see the little makeshift town below. Now there is one other room right above here, but as you can see, there is no stairs or door or anything, and there is a purpose for that. In order to showcase that, I actually have to go outside, so I apologize if I get dizzy and trying to get you guys out of here as fast as possible. And I'm not going to enter workshop mode because I have way too many mods in workshop mode, and that's just going to cause it to bog down for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. It's actually kind of annoying. But that's what you get when you build a lot of stuff like I do and go crazy with all the modifications. So again, I apologize if I'm making you dizzy, but we are almost out. There we go. So yeah, down in here, threw in a stuffed bear. We got some food being cooked, so on and so forth. These guys are also statues, can't interact with them. They do kind of remind me of Khaleesi's army in Game of Thrones, Grey Worm and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and climb the castle and see what's all the way up in here. So this is the secret private room that has nothing but a desk with some candles and a skeleton. So as you can see, this was kind of meant to be a prison. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. First was going to kind of put a set of stairs and make this like a little secret room, but then I just said, you know what, forget it, let's put a dead body in here. And this person really pissed somebody off, and they got locked in the castle tower and never made it out. They just died. So there you go. This is my medieval castle build again. I really wish I could have put the water in place. These little glowing things right here is part of that mod. You activate them and then, well, you create them, then you activate them, and then that allows you to bring up cool stuff like that, like those shelves and the water. Over here in the corner, got a little guy that was supposed to be camping right here next to the water, but again, couldn't make it work. Not the way I really wanted it to. But I'm going to go take one last quick look out here at the front wall, because there was something I couldn't show you without exiting the menu. So this is the front. There is supposed to be bodies hanging from there, letting people know that they do mean business, and I don't know why that turret is floating. That's pretty magical. Interesting. Bugtheza. And this guy looks like he's had a rough day. I know exactly how you feel, buddy. So anyway, yeah, we got the crosses out here. There's supposed to be some dead bodies hanging from there. Show that you don't mess around with this place, but, you know. Not everything's perfect, but yeah, I hope you really like this one. This was a lot of fun to build. I tried to make this look completely different than it does now, with really tall, peaked roofs, but I could not find a texture pack to work with what I wanted, because I was originally going to build this out of barn and warehouse walls, but the only textures I could find didn't look as good as these do. These are actually all concrete with stone textures. So I had to change everything, and this is what I ended up with. Kind of modeled it after another castle I'd seen, especially the tower part here. But there you go, my full-on medieval castle build. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions on how I did something, please leave it in the comments, and I'll try to answer it as soon as I can. Don't get irradiated.